So someone is asking, what are some of the red flags in partnerships? Assuming I am in a partnership, what are some of the things I can look at and know that this partnership is going down? So that I don't sit and just wait for, my money to keep getting drained. What can I look at to know that things might not work in this partnership? Or in the event that we are just forming one, what are some of the things I can look at to know that I am not in the right one, or the partners I'm dealing with here are not the right ones for me? Welcome to A Word from the Coach. So this is part 3, and today we are looking at red flags in partnerships. What do you look at to tell that your partnership is going down or is not the right one for you? Again, if this is your first time, please subscribe to this channel. There's a lot that is happening here. We are answering questions on the go. Please like this video, share it with someone else. And again, if you have a question or a comment, feel free to drop it in the comment section. It is from those comments and those questions that I make other Word from the Coach videos, not just to respond to you, but to also assist others who might be having similar concerns. So, what are some of the red flags that you want to look at and know that your partnership is going down or is not the right one for you? Number one, if your partner, the one you're about to partner with, has had previous poor credit history. I know you're wondering whether now you should be asking your partners to give you their CRB reports, their credit history reports, and so on. It depends with the level of your partnership. There's a level where partners will actually ask you to bring your CRB report, depending on the level and the seriousness with which they treat their partnership. But even if your partnership is not at a level where you want to ask guys to give you their credit history, their formal credit history reports, as you will be going through the courtship period, I told you in the other video that as you think about going into partnerships, you must take time to do courtship. The person you want to onboard as your partner, you must have several interactions to get to know them better. In the course of those interactions, you also want to be very strategic in understanding who are they financially? What is their financial conduct? Are they struggling financially? Have they had a record of financial misconduct before? Sometimes you may ask them direct questions. Sometimes you may just want to know their financial view. Sometimes you may throw some, related stories of what you want to get from them to just see how they behave, how their facial contours respond to your question. Some of those partners will be people, if they are your friends, probably they are people other common friends have complained to you about in terms of how they treated the debt they had, with them. They probably gave them money, but they refused to repay. So you have some history, some dark history of them. Do not ignore such things. They may come to haunt you in your partnership. Number 2, it will be a red flag in your partnership if there is poor communication. If you people cannot communicate regularly, if you people cannot communicate clearly, if every time you try to communicate, then you are having disagreements, if there's always a communication barrier, if you cannot communicate, it is a red flag. You used to communicate very easily. These days, you struggle to find people to come to a meeting, to find your partner to come to a meeting, even a virtual one. Your partner suddenly is very busy. Then that will be a red flag. Number 3, it will be a red flag if your partner is rigid. You have this kind of partner who cannot take your suggestion, who cannot respect your opinion. You have this partner who their suggestion must be implemented and nothing else, who cannot participate in the implementation of your idea. Any idea you bring on board, it can't be taken as it came. For it to be taken, your partner must inject in their perspective so that the idea looks like it is originally theirs, that is the only way it can be implemented, then you are in the wrong partnership. Or that partner is not the right one for you. It's a red flag if you have a rigid partner. It will also be a red flag if your partner or your potential partner is trash talking other businesses. You're seated with them during the courtship period. You're planning to enter into a partnership with them. But every time you hear them talking ill of other businesses, might be businesses in the same industry or even others, you hear them saying how they once worked with so and so, but that person is bogus, very useless fella. Very useless fella. I wanted to partner with them, but very useless fella. But they're not even explaining why they're calling those others very useless. Be very careful. You might be the next one they'll be referring to as useless as they look for other partners in future. Someone who talks ill of others will also talk ill of you in future. So if they're talking ill of other businesses, be very careful. They will tomorrow talk ill of this partnership that you want to get into. It will also be a red flag if your partner does not respect your time. You agree that you need to have a meeting from 5. They come at 6, at 7. No apologies, no show of remorse. Yeah, you need to understand them. If you have such kind of partner, that is a red flag. An ideal partner needs to respect your time. If you agree that you need to have a meeting at a certain time on a certain day, they need to be available for that meeting at that particular time. And where they fail or where they delay you, they are at least courteous enough to even send a text message to apologize that they are running late. And when they come, they're at least apologizing, and you can actually feel, right? And then it's not habitual. They cannot be coming late to meetings every day. So if they are not respecting your time, be careful. It will also be a red flag if your partner or your potential partner does not show enthusiasm, or they are no longer enthusiastic as they used to be. Sometime back, when you were starting the business, they were very enthusiastic about the idea. They used to tell people about the business you're doing. But these days, that energy has died. They no longer talk about it. Then there is trouble. So it might be that their interest in the business is no longer there. They are disinterested in the business. So be very careful to observe. If suddenly your partner does not show enthusiasm, if it's a new partner you're trying to court and you're telling them your business vision, you're telling them what your business is all about, but you don't see them vibrate, you don't see them really appreciate your idea, your vision as though it's something serious, then you want to know that this is really not the perfect partner for me. Another red flag will be lack of clarity on deliverables, where partners do not seem to understand what their role in the partnership is, what is expected of them. So you are in this partnership, but your partner doesn't seem to really know what their role is. Okay, so you are always clashing. Maybe you have roles that are overlapping, or every time you want to try and see whether your partner is doing what they're supposed to be doing, they seem to be lost. They seem not to understand what their exact deliverables are. Then that is a red flag. That partnership might begin to suffer soon. Another red flag is when a partner is trying to rush things. You have this kind of partner who does not allow you time to even internalize what is happening. Okay, they wake up tomorrow, they say they have a suggestion. We need to buy this, you need to spend money here, and this is what we are supposed to do. And before you even understand, before you even ask questions, they're actually pushing. They're going ahead. If they have some spending powers, they have already spent. If you're in a partnership where you have a partner who rushes things before you even internalize them, that becomes a red flag that this partnership will suffer soon because of that tendency of not allowing you time to internalize. In the same token, if you are the one who is rushing things, now you also know that it might also be a red flag. If you are not allowing your partner's chance to also interrogate your suggestions, to ask you questions, to get to understand, then there might be trouble. There might be likelihood that the partnership will suffer in the days to come. So good people, I hope now you have a better understanding of partnerships. I've just tried to crash this lesson. It's a big conversation on partnerships and collaboration. But I hope now if you enter into partnerships, you have your eyes opened, you know what to look for, and you know what to do for your partnership to be successful. Once again, if this is your first time here, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop us a comment, drop us a question, and I'll be glad to do another word from the coach video to respond to the same as I answer you and also as I help others who might have similar concerns. You can do better.